Welcome back. Entering into some of our final segments, coming to you live from the Cape Town International Convention Centre. We're going to speed things up quite a bit now because there's not much time left for this broadcast. So quickly, Minister, I'm going to ask you about the public health system, why ministers don't use it.
Actually, they do. They do.
Do you use it?
I know from time to time, yes, when I do get sick, which is not quite often. So I know that I usually go to the Steve Biko hospital in Tshwane. I know Minister Mtswaledi also does, and a number of others. The late Minister Shabalala Msimang was at Helen Joseph Hospital, admitted there. So yeah, we do. Right. I don't know. I only know of those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about others, but we do.
And I think this leads into our next question because it seems, and this is a big concern of our president as well, is this bloated wage bill. And this is a very big thing with government spending. You look at ministers, you look at premiers, you look at mayors, you look at MECs, and the cabinet is huge. The public service wage budget sitting at about 587 billion rand. Fancy cars, fancy houses, too many ministers, too many deputy ministers. This is a big concern. There's talk of cutting down these ministries. Are you privy to that conversation?
The decision to cut down ministries and departments is the president's prerogative, and it's one that we have presented to the presidency as one of the ways of streamlining our budget and our expenditure programs. It's quite an important decision. President Ramaphosa has presented an incredible vision to the country and has been very action-oriented. And so he did say, because we can only discuss the idea, he must implement it, he must make the final decision and implement it. We will be guided by him on how he wants to see it implemented. He made the point on Tuesday afternoon that he needs to be given time to look at the whole system of government and decide which ministries he's going to cut, merge with which ones, and how he's going to reorganize government. But it's only the right thing to do. To reduce the size of government. It's quite big.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let's bring the union into this now. And we've got Dennis George, producer, here in the audience. I believe that you have got the microphone. I think that's our next question or comment to the minister. I'm not too sure. There you are.
Minister, I was set up to ask this question to you.
I know.
Look, you open up a box that other ministers left closed for 23 years. And many academics feel that this is a kind of a thing that you want the poor to pay for the education of the poor. And there's no real distributor from the rich to the poor. And therefore, that was a wrong decision by government. And then on the second issue, on the job summit and the investment conference that will be held later on in the year, that you didn't put anything forward from your side, from the fiscus, how you're going to support job creation, which is a far better policy to grow the economy and to make more young people part of the economy. Thank you.
All right, Minister, want to jump into that one?
Yes, indeed. VAT is going to affect, or let me say, 80% of the VAT will be paid by high-income earners. So it's absolutely incorrect to say that the poor will be paying for the education of the poor. 80% of the people who will be affected by VAT are high-income earners. Secondly, even for that bottom 20% that will be affected, they will be benefiting from the free education system, from the above inflation social income grants. And so they stand to benefit and from a variety of other programs that government is already implementing that provide support to the poor, including free basic education. So that argument is incorrect. It's also incorrect in the sense that we've raised the ad valorem excise duties and we've raised the estate tax, which basically means people who are wealthy are going to be paying tax on luxury goods, your mobile phones, and a variety of other luxury goods that we enjoy. So the argument that the poor have been disadvantaged by this decision is, to some extent, yes, they will be affected, but to another extent, it's the rich that are being taxed even more. And as we say, we all have to bear the pain of the policy choices we make. We must bear that pain. It's very important. The benefits of these decisions in the future will eclipse the pain we suffer at the present moment. Because once we have more children educated, we have had a lot of young people, including Teshin, who spoke earlier, to say, this decision has given me a chance. My grandmother, who wasn't going to be able to pay for my university education, can now see me go to university, not bother about my stationery, not bother about my accommodation whilst I'm at varsity because of this decision. The grandmother may not have benefited directly from this decision, but her grandchildren surely will benefit. We all do not live to be taller than our children. We want our children to be taller than us, to live better than we did. And that's what we work so hard for. That's what we struggle so hard for. That's what the sacrifices we made in the struggle for freedom was about. And so we need to take that view and be futuristic about the decisions we have made.
Minister, I'm going to have to make you pause again. I know that you've got much more to say, but we have, I know you want to talk about jobs, and we want to take an ad break because we need to keep our jobs. Someone's got to pay for those. Unless that's in the budget, can you maybe just increase our salaries as well? Let's quickly take this break, and then we're back, I think, with one of our final segments. We'll talk about the jobs after this. Stay tuned.